before he became the symbol of resistance, before the speeches, before the cigars and the victory sign. Winston Churchill was considered a failure, a reckless politician, a man blamed for disaster, a leader many thought should retire, and yet, when the world stood on the edge of collapse, he became the man history needed. It is 1940. Nazi Germany is unstoppable. France is falling. Europe is collapsing. The British Army is trapped at Dunkirk. Inside the British government, many believe peace with Hitler is the only option. But Churchill refuses. He has just become prime minister, and he makes one decision that will define his legacy. Britain will fight, alone, if necessary. But Churchill's story didn't begin there. Born in 1874 into an aristocratic family, he struggled in school. He failed entrance exams. He was not seen as brilliant, but he was ambitious. He joined the army. He worked as a war correspondent. He actively placed himself in dangerous situations because he understood something early. Fame creates power. His political career rose quickly, but it also collapsed quickly. During World War I, he supported the Gallipoli campaign, a disastrous military operation. Thousands died. Churchill was blamed. He resigned. For years, he was politically isolated. Many believed his career was over. Then came the 1930s. Hitler was rising. While many British leaders pushed for appeasement, Churchill warned them Germany was rearming. War was coming. Few listened. He was seen as dramatic, exaggerating, outdated, until he was proven right. When Germany invaded Poland in 1939, World War II began. And when Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain resigned in 1940, Churchill stepped into the role at the worst possible moment. Britain had almost no allies left in Europe. The threat of invasion was real, and morale was collapsing. Then Churchill spoke. "We shall fight on the beaches." His speeches were not just words, they were weapons. He understood psychology, he understood fear, and he understood that if Britain surrendered, the world would change forever. Under his leadership, Britain survived the Blitz. Night after night, German bombs fell on London. Churchill walked through the rubble, visible, calm, defiant. The image mattered. Symbolism mattered. Confidence mattered. And slowly, resistance turned into belief. But Churchill was not perfect. He was stubborn, arrogant at times. He made controversial decisions. Historians still debate his policies in India and the Bengal famine. His legacy is powerful, but complex. In 1941, everything shifted. Germany invaded the Soviet Union, and then Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. The United States entered the war. Churchill finally had allies. Together with Roosevelt and Stalin, he helped shape the Allied strategy that would defeat Nazi Germany. In 1945, the war in Europe ended. Victory, celebration, relief. But in a shocking twist, Churchill lost the next election. After leading Britain through its darkest hour, he was voted out of office. History is rarely simple. Years later, he returned as prime minister once more. He received the Nobel Prize in Literature, and when he died in 1965, he was given a state funeral, one of the largest in British history. So, who was Winston Churchill? A flawed hero? A stubborn visionary? A man who made mistakes but stood firm when it mattered most? Perhaps his greatest strength was not perfection, it was resolve. When the world was collapsing, he refused to surrender. And sometimes, in history, that is enough. If you want more stories about the leaders who shaped the modern world, subscribe, because the next story may surprise you even more. This is Mind Atlas Hub.